You are in the business of smiles, stars, likes, shares, hearts, and recommendations. Your customers are always connected, they're mobile, and when they're happy, you're happy. You're not happy. Because Cliff here isn't happy, and yet to get a response, he's progressively getting more unhappy. But what if you had Salesforce? With Salesforce, service responds the first time, thanks to an intelligent platform that easily adapts to the latest technology. So when an issue arises, you know about it. There to help at every step, delivering one-to-one conversational service with a 360-degree view of each customer, so agents are smarter and more predictive, discovering the details of every sale. Case history, marketing messages that pique the customer's interest, and suggested solutions. They're more productive, quickly connecting with technicians in the field and the customer to solve issues faster, like showing Cliff how to navigate to solutions in the customer community, even rewarding him with a discount on that line of French presses he's interested in. Now your service agent's a trailblazer, Cliff's a brand ambassador, and you watch your business grow right from your phone. Deliver faster, smarter, more personalized service with Salesforce.
Good afternoon, Boston. How is everyone? How you doing? Good? All right, I like this excitement. You know, I love coming home. I love coming home and coming back to Boston. Talking about love, I fell in love in 6th grade. I was staring right at this Macintosh with a floppy disk drive. And ever since then, I caught the tech bug. And I've been in San Francisco the last 16 years, and right now, it's all about the wonderful world of customer service. So I would like everyone to take away 2 things from today. Number 1, people will pay. They will pay for a good customer experience. And number 2, customer service, it's more than a contact center. It can generate revenue for your business. So let's get started. But before we do, a note from our lawyers. Please make purchasing decisions based on product availability today. And if you want to read the finer print, there's more details on our website for you. So we have thousands of trailblazers right here in Massachusetts. Last year, we had Chris Lavoie from Planet Fitness, and he shared with us how he wanted to scale his business. He wanted to onboard his customers faster than ever before. And he wanted to streamline the conversations that his company was having with not only his members, but also his franchisees. And he did it with Salesforce. And one of my favorite trailblazers, Design Within Reach, their CEO, he said, the best way to make a friend is to solve a problem. A good way to lose a friend is to have a problem twice. So at Salesforce, we're truly inspired by our customer trailblazers out there. And so what we would like to do is thank our customer trailblazers. We want to thank our agents that are behind the scenes. We want to thank our their supervisors and their partners for everything that they do. So a little poll here. I know we don't have any electronics, but raise of hands. How many have a connected device in their life? Let's see what we got. Whoa, it's almost like 100%. I love it. So I love my smartwatch. And I love it because I can connect to it on my cell phone. I can change up my daily activities and goals right from my laptop. And it's always with me. It's just like my cell phone, except for when I'm charging it. Now, this smartwatch, it tells me when I actually hit my goals for the day. And I get this congratulatory message that rattles and says, congratulations, you've hit 10,000. And it's really smart. It knows that I need to get up from my desk, I need to push away the specialties cookies, and I need to take 200 more steps to hit that goal for the hour. So my expectations as a customer really have changed. And your customer expectations, they have also changed because they expect to be connected to you anytime and anywhere. And when they reach out to you to have a conversation, they expect that it's not only intelligent, but that it's personalized. But when I go to these events and I ask people in the audience, how many people have had a terrible experience? Everyone raises their hands, of course, right? They all have a fun story to tell about. And then I say, well, how many people had a really great experience? Maybe 40% raise their hand. And I know if I have a problem or a question about my smartwatch, I'm not going to pick up the phone and call that company and speak with agents. I'm going to try to find answers on my own. In fact, Harvard Business Review, they found that 81% of us, we will actually try to find self-service answers rather than picking up that phone and speaking with the agents. And it's not the agent's fault for this, it's the technology. The technology is getting in the way. It's preventing you to connect all your different departments together so that your agents can see all the conversations that you're having with your customer. And so Salesforce for Service, it allows you to have a single place, a single screen for all your agents. We have built Einstein right into that Service Cloud Lightning Console. So that means that we're surfacing data that your agents have never seen. They have relevant knowledge articles for cases that they're working on. They have smart macros and real-time analytics. And we've also connected your mobile workers. We've connected those mobile workers to your agents and your customers so that you can deliver that quality customer experience that your customers want even more. So we know that your customers are reaching out across the channels. Maybe you have a face-to-face meeting at their business. Perhaps they're reaching out and trying to get answers on your customer community. Now, some of our customers, they're doing no-touch interactions, which is very interesting. They have connected devices that are solving the problems before the customer even knows about that. And this is all on the customer success platform. It's connecting sales, service, marketing, and custom applications, all those conversations. You have all that in one place. And it allows you, as a company, to deliver that quality customer experience on any channel. Because we know it's no longer about price and product to the customer. It is about the customer experience. Customer experience is now the new battleground. And one of our great customer trailblazers, Coca-Cola, they are blazing trails in the world of service. And as one of the biggest bottlers in North America, we had Mark come to us. He's responsible for sales and service. And he explained to us his very complex B2B environment. He distributes to theaters, to restaurants, and even convention centers, like here. And he came to Salesforce because he needed a single platform, one platform to connect sales and service to deliver a new customer experience. So let's take a look.
Every customer is the most important customer. Think about our business. We sell 1.9 billion drinks a day. Good companies have to be on the front foot. They have to understand the expectations of the modern customer, the speed they want, the data and intelligence that they want to see, the help they want with their business to grow. That means full integration with our customers. That's how we win. That's our magic.
Today, we live in fascinating times. Technology is driving immense change. And I think it's exciting that we embrace that, making certain that our customers always have good experiences.
If you think about our sales department and service departments, if you want to use old terminology, they were kind of different departments working sort of in silos. There was communication, but it wasn't fully integrated. And that was a big gap for us.
I was personally amazed when I got exposed to Service Cloud and Salesforce.
It's allowing us to have a more expansive conversation, real time with the customer.
Previously, our call center agents were just taking calls that were around issues of things that weren't working well. Today, they've been trained no different than a sales associate. They have significant information in front of them that now even allows them to create sales. So we've really brought team-based selling to life.
I can take an order, I can take a case, I can take everything. As an agent, I can handle you, Mr. Customer, your request in one-stop shop.
All the information they need is right there at their fingertips. A total 360-degree view of our customer.
So we are seeing this increase in our agent passion.
When we are able to move at a faster rate of speed, we win and our customers win. When we're able to place new equipment, we're able to quickly drive sales. It's good for the customer, it's good for us.
Something as simple as delivering a cooler. That fragmented process sometimes took months in the past. Today, with Salesforce for Service and Field Service Lightning, we get that work done in less than 72 hours.
Once it's placed, they can check immediately on the box, let the whole team know that it's there.
With the Internet of Things, we're making these devices smart and intelligent to send us data.
So our customers can then receive SMS messages around product's been ordered, product's on its way. It can be merchandised correctly, and we're up in business so much faster than before.
It's always about connecting with the customer. And one of the things that we know is important is personalization.
Salesforce and our Customer One platform enable us to identify the specific needs of individual customers and groups of customers.
This technology allows us to know that their business is going to spike. We give them that information and ensure that they're in stock when they need to be with the right brands. So it's taken us from a transactional relationship between Coca-Cola and a customer to a true business partnership, and they love that.
And when you really look at where we're at, our digital journey has just started. I think that the fun times are ahead of us, and Salesforce is going to be a big part of it.
That was a great example of a customer, Trailblazer, using our customer success platform, and they are using it so that their service center can drive that revenue. So what if I told you that I could help you and your agents answer those customer questions faster? What if I told you your agents, they could be 28% more productive? Would you be interested? You would, right? We all would. And your agents, they want to help your customers. You know that. They don't want to jump through 10 to 20 systems to find those right answers. But the technology is getting in the way. And so when I talk with customer service executives, they tell me that they struggle with the amount of data that they have. They have data coming in from cases, from CTI, from workforce management, from connected devices. This is all very valuable data, but the agents, they can't get at it. And so artificial intelligence and Einstein helps uncover that valuable data for your agents. Now, some of you might think, oh, artificial intelligence, that's way too expensive for me. It's complicated. It's only in the movies. But we've made it really simple for you. It is part of our customer success platform. So that means each and every one of your employees has their own data scientist so that they can do their job better. And we all know that if we want to deliver this quality customer experience, there are two key ingredients. Number one, you probably guessed, your agents. And number two, their supervisors. Now the agents, we have placed Service Cloud Einstein into the Service Cloud Lightning console for one place so that your agents can see sales orders, they can see marketing activities, and they also can see those service conversations in a single place. Now your supervisors, they have all different types of agents. They have agents with different tenure, with different expertise. And so omni-channel routing, that helps your company route the right case at the right time to the right agent. And omni-channel supervisor gives a complete view to your managers of what's going on in the service world. You can see cases by channel. You can see the workload by agent so that you can adjust. And we didn't stop there. We created Service Wave Analytics so we can make it more visible and easier for those supervisors to have a complete view and react in real time. They can see roadblocks, and they can also see efficiencies and optimize. So now I'd like to call up Alex Pham from Boston Medical Center and have a little chat. And I know that all of us, we have our local pharmacies, right, that we go to and we love. And it's very interesting. The pharmacy at Boston Medical Center, they competed with proximity. and they won. How'd you do it, Alex?
So I think when you're looking at healthcare in general, there's two main concepts that we looked at that really engaged patients. And for myself, if I was going to go to a healthcare provider or a doctor, it's, do I trust the person who's giving me healthcare, and do I feel comfortable with them? And the way that we build that is by showing that we're responsive, that we're competent, and that we are culturally or socially connected. So a little bit of background about our hospital is that we serve the underserved. We have a really wide array of patients, but English is probably 30 to 40% of the patients that are at BMC. And so that requires our staff members to spend 90+% of their time interacting with patients and working within the communities there. So I think kind of looking at that and putting that first and foremost was how we were able to succeed.
That's great. Sounds like a great cause and a great hospital. And you know, our industry customers, healthcare especially, have been pushing Salesforce to make custom, tailor-made solutions so that healthcare can have stronger relationships with their patients and their members. How is Salesforce helping you with that and also ultimately driving more business to your pharmacies?
Sure. So when you're at the pharmacy, I think one of the biggest complaints that people have when they show up is, you know, did you fill my stuff on time? Were you able to get me my refill? Were you able to call my insurance? And the way that we use Salesforce is that we put all of those interactions into Salesforce. So we have a specialty pharmacy that's very high touch. We make phone calls to patients all the time. And we generally don't miss a beat. And I think part of it is making sure that we spend less time in front of the screen. I know that sounds kind of funny being at this forum, but you know, you've got to spend time with people. And you know, our employees don't have time to be reporting in an Excel format or spending more time logging their interactions. And the way Salesforce has been able to do it is it's been able to help us have the software manage the way that we do things rather than vice versa.
So I'm going to take us on a journey. We're fast forwarding into the future. What do you think is going to be a major challenge in customer service?
For us at healthcare, I think without getting too political, I know that there are a lot of changes coming, and I think that this has been a very big component in the healthcare world, regardless of any changes to the policies or things that are going on. But reimbursements are always changing. And I think for the pharmacy side, it's been very important for us to make sure that patients are on their medications, that they continue to fill with us, that they stay within the four walls. And part of that is reducing the total medical expense for the patient. So it's not, you know, for us, we were able to grow 3 times as much in pharmacy in terms of revenue, but overall the bill that was fronted to the government or to the insurance company or to others was half or less for many of those patients. And I think those are stories that attract payers and other people in the environment or becoming a model for our care.
And how do you think technology will help with that challenge?
Sure. I think you know, in order to reliably connect with patients, there's something called an accountable care organization that healthcare institutions are trying to go towards. That requires a lot of patient interaction, a lot of time. We look for interventions not just about blood pressure or about, you know, arrhythmias or your diabetes, but you know, we will notice that if a patient has asthma, why is that the case? Do they live in a certain area? Is that area air conditioned? And so accountable care organizations look to address that. The only way that we're going to be able to find those answers is by talking to the patient. You're not going to find that in a survey. You're not going to find that through an app or anything like that. And I think that's where it's valuable for us. So.
Great. Well, Alex, thank you so much for joining. Everyone, round of applause for Alex and coming. Thank you. So a lot of companies are living and dying by customer satisfaction. And so it's really important that we're providing these personal customer service relationships and conversations. Because at the end of the day, we want our customers to love us. And we all know what our customers love today. They love this new channel called SMS and texting. In fact, 80 billion messages have been sent per day. Think about how many text messages you've sent this morning. And how many more are you going to send? I know before the days of text messaging, my mother would call me from Massachusetts and she would say, when are you coming to visit? And I couldn't pick up the phone. I was in a meeting in San Francisco. But now with texting, I can answer that. I can let her know I'll be back in July. I'll see you in July for a week. But it's easy. We do it because it's convenient, it's fast, and it's personal. And it's no different than in the business world because your customers want to text with you whenever and wherever. And Salesforce Live Message allows you to do that. It allows you to have that personal, quick, fast relationship. And when you take a look at all the different channels in a customer service department, take one agent and they pick up the phone and they can help one individual. Now that same agent, if they're on live chat, maybe they can hit or handle 4 customers. Now that same agent, we've been told by a fast food company, one agent can handle 7 customers at a time. Think about the cost savings for your company. Think about the personal conversations you can have. And you can remove that 1-800 number and give your customers a channel they want. They want to reach out on SMS, texting, and Facebook Messenger. So we all know that our customers are also mobile. That's no surprise. Intuit took advantage of it. Intuit realized in 2016 that 11 million customers, they filed their taxes on their mobile app. It's pretty incredible, right? And so they embedded SOS two-way video into their TurboTax mobile app. So that meant customers could get questions answered right in their mobile app. And it was really cool. They could see the face of the agent could see the screen that they're on, have the full, complete context so they could help them right away. And they could also draw on the screen and help them get to their answers faster. And, today in this world of millennials, I have a lot of millennials in my life. I have 7 nieces and nephews. Millennials have given us a gift. They have given us the gift that they don't want to pick up the phone. They want to find answers on their own. My niece, Caitlin, in Hopkinton, she actually gives this really puzzled look to my mother when she's on the phone trying to get answers. She doesn't quite understand what she's doing. Because Caitlin, she wants to go to the website. She wants to find the answers on her own. And Einstein will help. Einstein will know who Caitlin is, will know the products that she has, and will send her the relevant knowledge articles that she needs to answer her question. And we're trying to make it easy for you guys so that you can launch these self-service communities. We have out-of-the-box templates so you can be up and running in days and not months. So now I'd like to invite my colleague, Keith Hamrick, up here to show you Service Cloud, specifically Live Message, SOS, and also customer communities. Now, Keith goes by a couple of nicknames at headquarters. Sometimes we call him half man, half machine, but my favorite is Hammer Time. So let's give him a warm welcome. Hammer Time.
Thank you, Amanda. Appreciate it. I think I might need to explain that one. So I didn't get the name Hammer Time because of my awesome dance moves. Actually, I'm an Ironman triathlete. So those of you that aren't quite familiar with Ironmans, that consists of a 2.4-mile swim followed by a 112-mile bike ride, and you finish that off with a marathon 26.2-mile run after that. So as I'm going through each one of those different legs of the triathlon, I'm hammering away, and that's really what Hammer Time means to me. When I'm done hammering away, I like to enjoy a nice cold bottle of Coca-Cola. Now, Coca-Cola is sold all around the world in different shops, and Coca-Cola is able to unite their customer service and sales departments using a platform they call Customer One, powered by Salesforce. We're going to take a look at exactly how they do that. Now, we're going to look at Jen Johnson. She is the owner of Sunrise Markets. She gets a text message from Coca-Cola notifying her about her status of her shipment that's coming to her shop. It's a particularly busy time of year for Jen, so she actually needs to update that order. She's going to ask for more cases of Coca-Cola so that she can meet the demand of her customers. When she does that, she's actually automatically responded to by a customer service agent, and that customer service agent, through live message, is able to deliver conversational service to her. That conversational service will allow Coca-Cola to have a conversation through text message with Jen so that this notification turns into a full-on conversation. We are going to look at what Lizzie is looking at as she accepts this case in the service console. So as this gets pulled up, all of that customer information about Jen Johnson, her account, all those details are pulled up for that full, complete 360-degree view to give the customer service agent, Lizzie, that information that she needs about Jen so that she can appropriately respond to Jen and she knows everything about her. So Jen's information is pulling up here, and Lizzie is able to see that this is a case related to an order inquiry. She's going to respond to Jen using live message. She gets service wave analytics on the right-hand side there, service insights that tell her that Jen has been selling a lot of Coke Zero. And this allows Agent Lizzie to actually create an upsell opportunity. Agent Lizzie can say, yes, of course she can send these cases of Coke to Jen, and also she wants to upsell her on more cases of Coke Zero. So Lizzie responds back, and Jen thinks, like, this is a great idea. Of course I need more Coke Zero. So she responds via text message. That text message comes back into the service console. And the great part is that Lizzie doesn't have to navigate to a different window in order to process this request. She can do it directly here in the service console. So she creates that new order in the service console and processes this new sales. And then as she closes out the case, she points Jen to the customer community. Now, we're going to take a look at what's going on with the Coca-Cola customer community. This is where Jen is able to view the status of her shipments. She's able to pay her bills. She's able to get information about the different products that she's purchased and review different knowledge articles for any issues that she might be having. She just bought this cool little mini fridge to put next to her cash register, but she's been having some trouble with it. So she clicks on the help button in order to look at different help articles. And now Einstein is here automatically recommending that she looks at this particular mini fridge article, so she clicks on it. But this is a really busy time of year for Jen. She doesn't have time to review this whole article. So what she's going to do is she's going to click on the little video icon in order to pull up and initiate an SOS conversation with an agent on the other side to troubleshoot this in real time. Now, Coca-Cola is able to cater different channels to the type of customer that they're servicing and pull up different channels like email and SMS and live chat. And this is all done intelligently, and it surfaces to the customer when there are different channels that you might want to service this on. So I'm going to step into the role of Jen here.
Hey, Jen, looks like you're having some trouble with your cooler. How can I help you?
Yeah, I got this cooler, and I'm just not quite able to shut it. Can you help me out?
Oh, yes, no problem. Well, let's make sure your video is on right now. Could you just tap on where you see my face on your screen and
Sure.
enable your video?
Okay. Great.
And then let's, if you could flip the camera around and just show me the exact issue you're having with your cooler.
Yeah, so I just can't quite get it to close all the way. Can you help out with that?
Oh, yes, looks like it's a latch issue. If you could just twist it to the left a little bit, you should be all set.
Oh, great. Yeah, it just clicked into place. Awesome. Thank you.
No problem. And Jen, while I'm in your account, I see that you're eligible for one of our really cool cooler unit upgrade promotions. Would you like me to put that order in for you?
Yeah, I just got some new Coke product, and I need a place to put it, so that sounds great.
Well, you will be having this cooler come out to you very shortly. I'll put that order in.
Awesome. Thank you.
No problem, Jen.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
But the conversation doesn't end there. Agent Lizzie is able to use that Einstein recommended macro to upsell the customer. And as she does that, she actually is going to be able to also inform Pat Pemberton, the account manager, that there's this new opportunity that was created as a result of this service interaction. So she's going to use that macro, which is a series of different steps in a process that will be repeated over and over again by these agents. This is what helps Coke increase the agent productivity for all of their service agents, and it makes sure that these processes are all done in a way that is consistent. So we see that macro successfully ran, and then Lizzie now is going to use the power of chatter to inform Pat Pemberton, the account manager, that she's got this new opportunity at Coke. This is how Coca-Cola is really bringing together the customer service and sales departments. When Lizzie does that, Pat actually receives a notification through Salesforce One App, and she's going to pull the One App up, and we're going to see what Pat Pemberton is looking at. So Pat uses this app to track all of her opportunities. She realizes that there's this new opportunity because Lizzie mentioned her. As she scrolls through, she sees that Einstein is predicting that this case, or this opportunity, is trending upward for likelihood to close. And she sees all the details about Jen Johnson. And she can even click into the quote that was created through Salesforce CPQ. And she sees all of the different line items that are associated with this particular quote. And this is how Coca-Cola is uniting their customer service, sales, and customers all on a single platform in order to make selling a team sport. Back to you, Amanda.
Great. Let's give a round of applause for Hammer Time and Lizzie. Pretty cool, huh? The video. All right, so how many in the audience have mobile workers, field techs that they're working with? How many? Raise of hands. Got a few, right? Or some shy people. So those folks that are out there in the mobile world, they're really the face to your brand. And because of that, we want to make sure that they have the same information that your individuals, your employees have behind the office. And so maybe it's a nurse that's making a home visit. Maybe it's a field tech fixing that dishwasher. It's truly important that they have all the information to connect back to your company, into your customer, to actually ensure that that order gets fulfilled. So that's why we created Field Service Lightning. It intelligently dispatches and schedules your mobile workers so that you can ensure that you can fix those problems and issues that your customers have. I will say it's more than the break-fix use case. You can also imagine you sending off a pallet of retail goods and tracking that and having to arrive at the warehouse and then being able to invoice that customer right away, have the signature and print up an invoice. Field Service Lightning, it is about the mobile worker, the mobile experience. It's designed for your workers with offline capabilities. So if they don't have a connection, they can have access to the work orders, knowledge articles, customer details, and maps. So the future is coming faster than we think. We have billions of connected devices and products, and they're connecting everything and everyone. And Salesforce will help you connect those connected devices to Salesforce so we can listen to issues and create cases that your agents and your mobile workers can respond to. We're now in this new world that is intelligently productive. So I'd like to call back Hammer Time for another demo of Omnichannel Supervisor in Field Service.
Awesome. Thank you, Amanda. All right, we're going to take a look at what's happening in Coca-Cola's contact center and see actually that Lizzie was given a promotion to contact center manager. So this is Lizzie's view of everything that's happening in real time at the Coca-Cola contact center. She can see across the bottom there all the agents, their current statuses, how long they've been logged in, which channels they're supporting, and their current workloads. Across the top, we get service wave analytics. In real time, we can see which channels there are open cases on, the capacity of their agents, and the availability of those agents as well. And Lizzie notices that actually her agents are reaching max capacity. She's a team player, so she decides that she's actually going to log in using omnichannel and set her status to available so that she can start taking cases. This is how Service Cloud routes different cases to agents based on their availability and skill set. When she accepts a case, she's going to be taken to a screen where she can see a full view of everything that she needs to know in order to support that case. Across the left, she gets contact details, so she sees that, again, this is Jen Johnson at Sunrise Markets. She can see the case detail below the bottom. As she scrolls through this information, she realizes that this case didn't come from a person. Actually, it came from a cooler itself. That's right, the Internet of Things actually alerted Einstein that there was a problem with this cooler and was able to create a case based on that in real time. Across the right, she sees a macro that this is recommended by Einstein. He's saying that there should be a cooler repair dispatched to that location, so she's going to go ahead and use that macro in order to dispatch a field technician. When she runs that macro, a work order is created for a field tech to go on site to go and deliver in-person support to fix that cooler. So she's going to go through that macro, and what we're going to see next is the view of our field service agent. So now we're going to flip over to the field service agent view. What we see here is the daily view for that field service technician. This is their one place to go to get all the information about what they need to do for the day. And she sees that she needs to fix this IoT compressor malfunction, so she's going to click on that, get the details about where she needs to go. She can see the contact details of Jen Johnson, and she can also, as she scrolls through, open up a different map application based on what she likes best, Google Maps, Waze, etc. She can also see information about where that cooler is located in the shop. So she sees Martha West posted here that the cooler is located in the back. When our field tech, Melissa, gets there, she doesn't quite know exactly how to fix this. So she opens up this knowledge article that walks her through step by step how to replace this particular cooler. As she goes through, she completes this service. She's able to finish this up and make sure that she logs which inventory she used, that particular part that she used as she fixed that cooler, to keep track of everything by scanning its barcode. When she scans that barcode, she makes sure that she's not dispatched to a location where she can't actually fix something that she doesn't have the part for, which is great because it's so annoying when a field service tech shows up and they say, I don't have the part to fix that. She's also able to create a service report and get the customer signature so that everything can be signed off on. And now, this location, Sunrise Markets, doesn't always have the best internet connectivity. But the good thing is, this application, Field Service Lightning, was built offline first. So she's actually been offline this entire time. When she gets back into connectivity, she's going to be able to push all those updates of what she did for that particular work item directly back to Salesforce. So we're going to take a look at what that looks like once she gets back into Wi-Fi range, connects, and everything was actually updated. And this is how Coca-Cola stays in sync and delivers an intelligent customer experience across their contact center, every mobile field worker, and their customers. Back to you, Amanda.
Great. Thank you so much, Hammer Time and Lizzie. Round of applause. Nice demo. Very cool. So we know that you as a company, you want to grow. It's a key goal. And so at Salesforce, we are focused on customer success and building the customer success platform. Because our partnership is all about growth. When you grow, we grow. And because of that, we have been named the leader of the Gartner Magic Quadrant Customer Engagement Center 9 times in a row. So thank you very much for that partnership. And to continue this partnership, we invite you to visit our product showcase to see more demos and stop by the registration desk so that you can fill out a survey so that we can constantly improve. So I want to leave you with 2 things from today. Number 1, your customers, they will pay for a great experience. Number 2, customer service, it's more than a cost center. It can generate revenue for you. So thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your day.